A driver knows that we're going to do what? Take care.
Well,
you started.
Just trying to be consistent. You know, we're going to try to do the right thing the right way every time. And you know, we're, like I said, as we fail, we'll back up and try again. But, you know, it was kind of, I went for the holidays. I went to kind of northeast Georgia with my wife to see her family up there. And I'm going to tell you something. If you want to get an appreciation for a truck driver, take your personal vehicle on a holiday and you go drive through Atlanta. And you imagine that truck driver driving that 65-foot, 80,000-pound piece of equipment and maneuvering through that crazy congestion. I tell you, man, you'll have a different outlook on what drivers do for this country. I'm not kidding you. It is
Kevin Baker said the same thing. Kevin Baker said the same thing.
It is absolutely amazing. And I just got all the respect in the world for them to be able to do that. And the element of being away from home and having children and having to deal with those situations. And, you know, I've always said that driver, man, that home life and that support group that he has at home is so important. You know, to have a good wife there and a family that supports him and what he does. So that it's very important for that to have him and for him to have that support group. And, you know, I encourage the ones out there that do have truck drivers as husbands and dads and things like that, man. You know, don't you ever be ashamed what your daddy does for a living. He does more for this country than most people will ever do.
Well, Trace, it's that time.
We can draw.
We can draw.
We can draw.
I can tell everybody the president drawed it. I didn't do it.
Can't blame it on me.
All right, that's the van.
All right. I'll let you read it.
All right. Tony, I don't know how you say his last name, but he drives 7029. He wears an extra large shirt. You know, Lee Outlaw is the luckiest man in the world. He turned his in this morning.
Golly. What a deal.
Every dispatch out there gonna be mad. Mr. Tony, we're so proud of you. You know, Trace, we got a lot of guys that watch this show at night. And I have to make sure I speak to them, and I didn't do it this morning. Good morning to all the Wiley Sanders drivers. Thank you for what you do. And they'll call me and tell me, and it makes me feel good. So it's going to feel good when they see the president on the show. That's going to make them feel good. That's going to make them feel good.
I'm glad it does.
You know, to see that everybody is in here involved. There we go. I couldn't hear him shaking. I was worried there for a minute. Well, if I looked in there and wasn't nothing in there, I don't know what I'd have told you, but I'd have told you something.
Oh, let's see here.
You got one out of there?
Got one out.
All right. You ain't having no part of that. Frank Sanford. All right. He drives 4019, and he drives for Rodney Cobb.
Okay. Bulk division.
Bulk division.
Good deal.
All right, Frank. I know Frank. Matter of fact, Frank has been with us a while. Frank is from down there in Brundage. He's been with us a little while. Here's that big, you know, I tell people, this is real important, that fertilizer. Well, these are the guys that haul that fertilizer all over this country for us. They have a demanding job, you know, they have to just really stay at it.
A lot of time sensitive stuff too with them too. It's got to be there, you know.
Yeah. Can't get wet. And guys, we appreciate you guys for doing that. Kyle Walters. Mr. Walters, he drives 4837. Drives for Josh Crow. And he wears a 3X shirt. We start putting the shirt sizes on there and stuff. And the drivers that won this, remember that you get a shirt, you get a gift certificate that they can pick up at safety. It's not put on a check, Trace. We put it in a card and give it to him. He might want to give it to mama. He may want to give it to one of his children. And we make sure of it. And Doug personally goes out and gets them. Doug has them in his office. He's like you. He never closes his door. I can walk in there with a driver and get it, and it's just I'm not trying to get points with the boss, but you told us when you first come there you would never close your door.
Well, you can't close the door on the guy that's earning your paycheck, pal. You know, I mean, you better listen to him and take care of him. I can tell you that right now. If you closing your door on him, you're in the wrong place.
You're in the wrong place, and these drivers make this company.
Absolutely.
They make this company.
Well, they do, but there's a lot of back office functions there with really, really good people that work at our company that do one heck of a job,
yes,
you know. So I can't not, you know, say hats off to them as well. We got some dispatchers that's been there for many years, very experienced. They know what to do in every situation. I tell you, man, that experience is hard to beat, and we got a lot of it out there that's been there a long time. So it really helps.
Do you know Miss Katie Barfield that works at she works at K&W, one of our sister companies, but she's a human resource lady.
Heard the name. I don't know that I've met her.
Her last name is Barfield. I may not have the first name right. I want to tell you an interesting story to show you what kind of people we got that works for us. She called me. She said, I got to have a bicycle. And she said, thanks to you, we don't have none in Troy. Yes, that's what I'm finna say. The toy drive this year, people like you, people like Frankie Silver, just all the Wiley Sanders people pitching in. You couldn't buy a bicycle in Troy Thursday.
Wow.
Could not buy one. And she called me and she said, Christopher Campbell was involved. And she said, Christopher paid for it. We just can't find one. And I called DHR, which they had closed, to see. I was going to be an Indian giver. I said, would y'all give me one of them back? You know, and I felt so bad. But the Lord will put on you what you need. She said, she lives in Enterprise. She said, I'm going to Enterprise. If I can't find one, she kind of throw it in my lap and run with it. You're going to get me a bicycle. Well, she called me and she couldn't get one. One of our drivers, Anthony Knight. It made me think of this when you was talking about the traffic. Now, you think of what this was. He was unloading at noon. And I called him. I said, man, I need to lean on you. He said, what do you need? I said, I need you to get a bicycle. He said, I've got a bicycle. I said, no, I need you to get another bicycle. And he got willing to pay for it. He said, you want me to get off in this traffic and get a bicycle? I said one word. I said, yeah, it's a challenge, not going to have one, and we in a tie. That was all, Trace. He said, okay. He called me about 5 o'clock that evening. He had the bicycle.
He's a good guy.
He stopped in that traffic and got it. And when you say in the back scenes of the people, people like her to take time. People like Christopher Campbell to say, guys, y'all find it, I'll pay for it. We just need to find it. And I offered for me and Aunt and all of us to go to get them pay for it. She said, no, we got a person to pay for it. We just got to have it. It makes you feel good to work with a company like that. It
Absolutely.
makes you feel good to have a president of the company to say, hey, don't call me president, call me Trace, and let's go to work and get this done.
Well, it starts at the top with the Sanders family. They're just such wonderful people and very humble. What they do for this community, so many things they do that people don't even know about. And man, I tell you, it is just heaven, God sent, to be able to be blessed with working with people like that, and people to own the companies that care about you, and it's just a great situation, all the way down.
And to have a Mr. Stephen Sanders to drive up under that thing in safety and to tell me, say, you make sure that everybody knows that we put God and family first. That's how we start reading the Bible scriptures. That's
right.
How it started from the owner and trickled down.
That's right.
We don't have to hide from. Did you read it?
What's that?
The Bible scripture. Did you read it?
No, not yet. I'm waiting on you to give me the cue.
Don't you know I done forgot it?
I figured that. No, I on that short notice you gave me this morning, I went through and tried to pick out what I thought was something that was very appropriate for this time. And I ran across Jeremiah, it's chapter 29, verse 11. It says, for I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They are plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. Yeah. And that's we always, in all the bad things that we see going on in this country right now, the things that you hear, man, the media is just, you hear so much bad stuff out there that, whether it's right, wrong, or, or whatever. I try not to get too locked up into that. I try to keep the faith in God, and I tell you, if you do that, a lot of these other things that you can't control, you really I just don't worry about them, I mean, that's just I put it in the Lord's hands, and so far it's worked for me for 56 years, so I'm going to keep strolling with that program. One thing, but I keep rolling with what works, absolutely. Yeah. But one of the things I did want to say this morning, I had one of our dispatchers, Thomas Hicks, reach out to me. And we had a very good driver pass away over the weekend, a guy named Eric Connell. He'd been with us since 2018. He was from Coffee Springs. did a great job for us. Guy's 48 years old. Man, my heart goes out to the family. Man, I just don't know, I mean, what do you say in a situation like this? Man, 48 years old, it's just too early for him to go. But just, please keep him in your prayers. Keep the family in your prayers. We'll miss him. We'll miss the job he does. From what I was told, he did a really, really good job. I think on the side, he sold some of the guys in the shop catfish. Some out there. So anyway, just what a great guy that mixed in good with our people. He was just one of our family, and man, we just we're gonna see him again one day, but we just really want to tell the family and extend our basically our sympathy out with you, and that we're praying for you and hope that you kind of work yourself through these tough times. I know it's got to be tough, especially right here at the holidays.
That
end of the year. That's a
tough.
tough time of year. I lost my dad around that time of year, and it makes it difficult.
I can relate to that. I lost my mom around this time of year. When I had to speak at a church, I think the next week, and I told them that. I said, I was thinking, I wanted to sit at home and cry. And I said, she probably will whoop my butt, so here I am.
Yeah.
And this is prepared this morning.
That's right.
But, you talk about that and talk about giving people. I had a driver this morning. I could tell you story after story, but I'm going to let you go. But Tim Bickers come into safety this morning. Every Monday morning we had a recruiting class in, and we talk to them, and we have a prayer. But when them drivers, I'm talking to the driver, when them drivers stop by, and it ain't coached or nothing. He was getting him a trainee. He said, "Also, I'm just gonna kind of look over what you got, And so he come in and he sit there just like he was a trainee. And when we got through talking, I said, "I got one of our drivers here that I definitely want to give him a chance to say something if he wants to." And they're just looking around trying to say, "Well, who is it? Who is it?" He didn't sit in there and mingle in with them. He raised up. This is what I want to say. He stood up. He said, "I come in here to pick someone." He said, "But now, Hoss, I take whoever you give me. These are groups, good set of people." That made me feel so good.
Absolutely.
Just for him to come in there and just get the warm vibe of these people that want to come. I tell everybody on Mondays, I ask them, I said, "Is this your first orientation?" They say no. I said, "This can be your last orientation." We have what it takes at Wiley Sanders Truck Lines for a driver to make it. I know you know that. You work on that operation side. You get people home. You get their trucks. We just got a great place to drive a truck at.
And I tell you, man, these guys that train for us, golly, man, what a sacrifice for the company they do. We're going to continue to make that program good. We've made some changes in it here recently, and continue to look at it. We've looked at the pay and the different aspects of the job and the time that you put in, different amount, how the driver drives, how the trainee drives, and all. And we're working through that. We've had a couple of guys, kind of look at it and make suggestions on changes and all, and we're certainly receptive to that. But we're going to continue to work that training program and make it a good situation, because I really do appreciate these guys that train for us. That's a huge sacrifice for this company, and we got to make sure that it remains good for them as well, and it's rewarding from them, both from a just a standpoint of fulfillment and from a financial standpoint as well. So we got to continue to do that.
Well, thank you, and I'm not going to hold you up, but I do want to say this to you. Thank you for the culture that you brought in. Thank you for, it's not hard. We can come to you with something that'll help. You're sort of like my boss. You're sort of like Doug. Doug told us when he first became safety director, he said, he did his ear like this. He said, "What you tell me won't fall on deaf ears. I'm going to put you in that category. I've come to you with things now," and Doug has come, and you always listen. You always listen, and you have kept your open door policy.
Well, we'll keep that going. Your open door policy. Keep that going. Like I said, you never.
So we thank you for that.
You're never too important to talk to people and to be kind to people.
And the other week when I called you on the live Truck Talk Live, and first you was calling me about some business, but when I did get you on the phone, and I like something you said. You said, I'll follow my people. Well, I want to tell you, me and Doug and all of us, we're going to follow you, dog.
Well, I
We're going to
appreciate
follow
it.
you.
Y'all
We're going to follow you.
Y'all good people.
We're going to follow
Y'all
you.
good people. Y'all are easy to manage.
We're going to follow. We're going to let you get out of here because I got you on short notice. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Welcome to Wiley Center's Truck Line state-of-the-art bunkhouse. Let me show you. Do you like it cold? Then set it cold. Got the spouse with you? We've got you covered. Sit back in the state-of-the-art bunkhouse and watch your favorite TV show. Relax. Have a good time. After a long day, you can come in the state-of-the-art bunkhouse and get a great hot shower. Look how nice they are. At Wiley Center's Truck Lines, we keep it clean for you. Drive for the best today. Wiley Center's Truck Line.
Hey everybody, Mike McDowell, driver of the Love's Travel Stop Ford Mustang for Front Row Motorsports. Just want to send out a special thanks to all you out there that are working so hard to keep America moving. We know that the world's crazy right now and things are trying and we know that this is a difficult time, but we're so thankful for you guys that continue to stay on the road and keep us going. We know it's not easy and you have family back home and friends and we just appreciate it so much. There's so much that we take for granted that we realize right now that without those trucks going around the country, we wouldn't have any of these supplies. So thank you guys very much. Keep up the good work, and we appreciate it.
Did you know at Wiley Sanders Truck Line, after 30 days of employment, that you can join our 401k retirement plan? That's right, we match it up to 4%. That's gross pay, 4% after 30 days of employment. Drive a Buck Division truck for Wiley Sanders Truck Line, be home twice a week and every weekend. You know, if these wheels roll at Wiley Sanders Truck Line, you make money. Home twice a week, every weekend. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, $1,000 sign-on bonus. Come drive for the best today. Come join Wiley Sanders Truck Lines today. $1,000 sign-on bonus. We match your 401k up to 4%. Blue Cross, Blue Shield. We also have a dental plan. You could be the next driver of the month. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. If you're a certified mechanic looking for a job, then come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line. That's right, Wiley Sanders Truck Line. We need good mechanics. Call John Smothers or Ken Bray for the maintenance department. You will have a future at Wiley Sanders Truck Line.
May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, the rains fall soft upon your fields. Though you've probably heard these words before, it's our wish for all travelers. For those carrying the things we need and visiting the ones they love. Those that take to the open road to feed their families, to see new sights, to get ahead. They spend hours, days, nights, even weeks on an endless ribbon of highway. Through the weather, the breakdowns, the closures. And then they see it. Glowing in the distance, that familiar sign, a sigh of relief. Each day, thousands stop by, each different, each with one thing in common. They need this. They need us. They need a home away from home. A place where everything is exactly the way they like it, and the everyday is done extraordinarily well. So today's a new day. Let's be that place. An open sign where there's none for miles. A familiar face that always says, "Welcome back." A meal that refreshes their soul. Let's be that place where they can grab a warm shower after a long day and be that crew that can repair just about anything. Let's say, rest easy, weary traveler. You made it. But let's not stop there. We will lead how America's highway travelers refresh, refuel, repair. We will return every traveler to the road better than they came.
Wiley Sanders Truck Line has been in business since 1959, and we're steadily getting bigger. I'm surrounded by new equipment. That's right, new equipment. Here's one that's ready to go at Wiley Sanders Truck Line. We have Blue Cross, Blue Shield. We have 401k. We can match your 401k up to 4% of your gross pay. If these tires roll at Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, you make money. Ride the best, drive for the best. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama.
When you think Troy Cable, think of a world-class network. Think of friendly local customer support experts. Think of reliable internet, phone, television, and security for your home or business. Most importantly, think of a hometown company connecting its community. Think fast, think friendly, think Troy Cable.
At Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, the only place you'll be stopping is at the bank. Wiley, money, money, money. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Come drive for the best today. Are you a driver trainee just finishing school and want to drive an automatic truck? Then call Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Right, Fuzzy? We have automatic trucks. That's right. And we will reimburse you for your driver training. No pets? Not at Wiley Sanders Truck Line. At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we thought of everything. We thought of the kennel for your fuzzy friend. Right, Fuzzy? Tell them about it. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Troy, Alabama. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Tell them, Fuzzy. And we're back with Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. You know, it was good to have Trace Parker, the president of Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, on the show this morning. For him to pull Driver of the Month, which really made it just great. Drivers, I want to let you know that at Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we will never take you for granted. And anybody just looking to come to drive for Wiley Sanders Truck Line, remember, we will never take you for granted. I was so grateful to be a part of everything that happened during the last couple of weeks. And speaking on behalf of Wiley Sanders Truck Line, the bicycle drive was just great. It was man, words cannot express. You take that trailer, a 53-foot long trailer, to hear people say that, hey, I can't find a bicycle in Troy, Alabama. That lets me know that you did your job, and we thank you for that. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, thank you for that. You know, this is the last time for Truck Talk in 2021. And I don't know. Justin, can you tell me how many years we've been doing this? Because I really wanted to know that. We've been trying to do some things. We're making these guys are so good here. They make me look good, and that's hard to do. We have a lot of blips, as you call them. When I'm supposed to say Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, and I say Troy, Alabama, you know, something like that. And we're gonna put together some for 2021 and just have a little fun with it. We're gonna run some of them. I don't know. We've been talking about it. I don't know quite when we're gonna do that, but I just want to say it's fun. It's fun. Drivers, I love working for you. I love, and I tell people, I work for the drivers. I do. When you tell me something, I get after it. I try to get it done. And we got a president, and we got a safety director that will listen. You guys on the road sometimes, and you know, you send me texts. It's not a driver that does not have my phone number. If he don't, I'm finna fix that now. It's 334-372-5049. That's my personal phone. Don't nobody laugh at my pink case. This is all they had. I'm getting a new phone. I've dropped it so much that I do want to tell you, if you send me a text and I don't get it, sometime it'll come in the next day. But I'm working on that. I got a phone. I got to get a case. But I want you to be able to get in contact with me. That's my job, is to take care of you. It's not just my job to hire you. It's my job to hire you and make sure you're treated to what you expect, your expectations. Our expectation is to treat you as the great as we can. That's just it. There's no value around that. That's just it. Stephen Sanders has charged us to treat a driver at the highest level that we can treat. I mean, at the highest. You know, that means to get high, you got to keep working hard. You got to keep climbing. You got to keep climbing. And we climbing every day, drivers. So, hey, we stumble along the way. Tell me. My door is just like theirs. It's open. It stays open. It's a little old window there, but you can come there anytime and talk to me. I love what I do. I love talking to the drivers. I love being a helper to them. I have loved 2021. I loved it. I was trying to think back, you know, when we started. See, don't nobody here know. Ain't nobody told me yet. See, when I be talking like that, I can look through the window and see them. Y'all can't, but I can look through the window and see them. And I'm bad to put people on the spot. I just ask stuff when it comes to my mind. When you get old, when you get a certain age, you get that privilege, see. But if I don't put my glasses on, like our boss can tell you that, I'll send you a text and you won't know what it is and I won't neither. But it's one thing I tell drivers. You come to me. You have an issue that you need me to help you with, I'm going to help you. And not just driving issue. Maybe something at home. But there's just something you may need to know. Well, a store that you can get this. We have a lot of people drive for us that's from out of town. And they might, a guy come in. Sometimes I get questions like this. Man, where's a good Mexican restaurant? Well, I'll tell them where one is. I get somebody to take them. You know, what's the good hotel? The greatest one, the one we stay at, the one we put our drivers at, Courtyard by Marriott. You know, where's somewhere good to get something to eat? Julia's, Pig Cafe, places that I deal with that I know that are good. And I thank those businesses for having your place here and doing that. I think the mayor of Troy. I love our mayor. He's always trying to bring something to us, and he just does a good job. Our sheriff, Russell Thomas, he does a good job. Trey said it the best a while ago on leadership. Good leadership, people are easy to manage. You know, you're trying to do your job. All these buckets, he told y'all. He was coming by the breezeway this morning. I flagged him down. Hey, can you do drive of the month for me? Because what had happened? Old man had forgot. I hadn't got nobody to set up, but I was going to pull him. Justin is always my backup. I would have got Justin or Steve Camp. I would have got it done. It was going to be pulled today because this is important to me. It's important to the driver. Very important. And starting now, we can start over. If you won in 2021, now you got a chance to win again. We can start over. You know, nobody starting next time, and I like that. Because a lot of drivers was out of it because they had won. Now everybody's back in there. So I want everybody to know how we do it. Once you win in that year, we don't put your name back in there. Because there's only 12 months in a year. So there's only 12 people going to win in band. 12 is going to win in bulk. And 12 is going to win in furlough. That's 33, I think. So let's make sure that we understand that and don't get upset. I had a couple of people that they know they do a good job. They know they won it one time and they wonder, well, I ain't won it again. I know I'm good. Well, you are good, but we try to give everybody a chance. Some people said I need to explain that, so that's what I want to say. Now it's open back up. Everyone can win now. Everyone can win now. Every driver we have, and when I say everyone has always been able to win, but those who won in 2021 can now be eligible to win in 2022. And I've been asked this, say, how do y'all get the driver of the month? Well, the dispatcher. Each dispatcher has these cards, and that dispatcher fills the card out. I then go and collect it, or he brings it to my office. We at safety have nothing to do with other than get the rewards, other than get the things together. And we're going to take a commercial break, and we're going to come right back with some more answers to Driver of the Month.
Welcome to Love's. Safe and clean are two words that mean more now than ever before. Love's has been the leader of clean places, friendly faces for nearly 60 years. When you visit our stores, you'll find something for the entire family to enjoy, from our restaurants to plenty of drink and snack options. So whether you're back on the open road or planning to be soon, we'll be here for you and your entire travel party, keeping our stops safe, clean, and stocked with all your road trip needs. Love's, the heart of the highway.
Take the worry out of Wi-Fi with managed Wi-Fi from Troy Cable. Say goodbye to dead zones. Automatically update outdated technology. Get the most of your signal with specialized access points. With worry-free Wi-Fi from Troy Cable, you can enjoy a full-strength signal reaching every corner of your home. Think fast. Think friendly. Think Troy Cable.
Welcome to Wiley Sanders Truck Line's state-of-the-art bunkhouse. Let me show you. Do you like it cold? Then set it cold. Got the spouse with you? We've got you covered. Sit back in the state-of-the-art bunkhouse and watch your favorite TV show. Relax. Have a good time. After a long day, you can come in the state-of-the-art bunkhouse and get a great hot shower. Look how nice they are. At Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, we keep it clean for you. Drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line.
Hey everybody, Mike McDowell, driver of the Love's Travel Stop Ford Mustang for Front Row Motorsports. Just want to send out a special thanks to all you out there that are working so hard to keep America moving. We know that the world's crazy right now and things are trying and we know that this is a difficult time, but we're so thankful for you guys that continue to stay on the road and keep us going. We know it's not easy and you have family back home and friends and we just appreciate it so much. There's so much that we take for granted that we realize right now that without those trucks going around the country, we wouldn't have any of these supplies. So thank you guys very much. Keep up the good work, and we appreciate it.
Did you know at Wiley Sanders Truck Line, after 30 days of employment, that you can join our 401k retirement plan? That's right, we match it up to 4%. That's gross pay, 4% after 30 days of employment. Drive a Buck Division truck for Wiley Sanders Truck Line, be home twice a week and every weekend. You know, if these wheels roll at Wiley Sanders Truck Line, you make money. Home twice a week, every weekend. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, $1,000 sign-on bonus. Come drive for the best today. Come join Wiley Sanders Truck Lines today. $1,000 sign-on bonus. We match your 401k up to 4%. Blue Cross, Blue Shield. We also have a dental plan. You could be the next driver of the month. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. You're a certified mechanic looking for a job, then come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line. That's right, Wiley Sanders Truck Line. We need good mechanics. Call John Smothers or Ken Bray for the maintenance department. You will have a future at Wiley Sanders Truck Line.
May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, the rains fall soft upon your fields. Though you've probably heard these words before, it's our wish for all travelers. For those carrying the things we need and visiting the ones they love. Those that take to the open road to feed their families, to see new sights, to get ahead. They spend hours, days, nights, even weeks on an endless ribbon of highway. Through the weather, the breakdowns, the closures, And then they see it. Glowing in the distance, that familiar sign. A sigh of relief. Each day, thousands stop by. Each different. Each with one thing in common. They need this. They need us. They need a home away from home. A place where everything is exactly the way they like it, and the everyday is done extraordinarily well. So today's a new day. Let's be that place. An open sign where there's none for miles. A familiar face that always says, "Welcome back." A meal that refreshes their soul. Let's be that place where they can grab a warm shower after a long day, and be that crew that can repair just about anything. Let's say, rest easy, weary traveler. You made it. But let's not stop there. We will lead how America's highway travelers refresh, refuel, repair. We will return every traveler to the road better than they came.
Wiley Sanders Truck Line has been in business since 1959, and we're steadily getting bigger. I'm surrounded by new equipment. That's right, new equipment. And here's one that's ready to go at Wiley Sanders Truck Line. We have Blue Cross, Blue Shield. We have 401k. We can match your 401k up to 4% of your gross pay. If these tires roll at Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, you make money. Ride the best, drive for the best. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama.
When you think Troy Cable, think of a world-class network. Think of friendly local customer support experts. Think of reliable.
And we're back with Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. It's just a joy. We winding down. And got my good friend Matthew Jordan on the phone from Trojan Detail. Matt, what's going on today?
Well, I like to say, I hope everyone have a Merry Christmas. First of all, but right now we back in business. We washing cars, trucks, mobile homes, sidewalks, whatever you need. We back in business. We picking up old batteries also. If you got an old battery around your house, bring the Trojan Detail, and we'll get it off your hand.
We'll take it off your hand. Okay, let me ask you something, Matt. What did you buy your daddy?
Well, I actually gave my dad money this year instead of buying something. He got something, everything, so I couldn't figure out what to get him. But I wasn't always to work.
Okay. I got a lot of respect for your dad, though. Man of his integrity. I just wondering about that. It gets kind of hard, huh?
It gets kind of hard sometimes.
That's good. What about them grandbabies? Y'all have a good time?
Oh, yes, we had a ball. I had them in the yard, and I got a chance to play with them and see the family, and everybody was happy.
Good.
You know, looking at them, that's a Christmas for myself.
Yeah, you are truly a family-oriented man, and God will always continue to bless you. But I want to ask you something. You got one of your employees there. His name is Jesse who?
Jesse Smiley.
Jesse Smiley. Well, I want to ask you this. Did everything go right for Jesse? Did everything go right for Jesse? Because he had me to announce on the radio how long he was going to be there Friday. Did that day go good for him or what?
That day went well for him. Jesse actually stayed up there I was in work, and he got everybody we need to come watch, satisfied, and that was a good thing.
Well, that was good. He asked me to announce that for him, and I have respect for people that work, and sometimes the weather condition hinders them. I've always been blessed in a job that, well, I'll take that back. When I was driving a truck, sometimes that snow and ice, you couldn't do nothing when they closed the road. But they didn't close the road, I'd try it. I'm a little older now. I probably wouldn't try some of the things I tried back then, but I just have respect for a person that's depending on the weather for their job, and he asked me to announce that, and I thought it not robbery to announce it for him. So if he get us this schedule for this holiday coming up, we'll do that for him. But I want to say this to you, Trojan Detail, and you guys up there have did a lot. Your daughter, we got to take time and thank Diamond. She, I think this is her second year of just ripping and running to Walmart and to different places buying toys, and Matt, I want to tell you, as a father, you can be proud because you always smile.
Oh yeah.
She always smiles, and I just want to make sure that you let Diamond know that I did say it on Truck Talk. I actually wanted her to come on the show and I forgot it. But she graduated from Troy University this year. 2021 was great for her. You know I've been trying to cost you some money, don't you? Yeah, I told her, I said, girl, go back to school. Your daddy working, he in good shape, going back to school. Stay right there at home. Every time he eats, you gonna eat.
But you told the truth.
I did. I would love to see her go and get her master's, cause
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, I'm glad that she finished, and I hope that she go get a master. And now that I can put her diploma up on the wall of fame. That's what I call it when you get your diploma and go on the wall. That's how I call the wall of fame.
That's what the wall is called. Well, ain't nobody hold a record like your daddy. He got what? He got 4 on the wall, ain't he?
Oh, he got 4. We got him everywhere.
Yeah. He got y'all beat. He got y'all beat. But you know what? That is a blessing within itself to be completed something. You know, Jesus completed something. He come to earth and died for us. He completed that task, and we in life, whenever we can complete something. And I like the attitude. I've been knowing you for a little bit now, and you've always been one to, if you start it, you complete it. You know, and that's sort of like this bicycle thing that we've been doing. You know, it's hard to just stop. You know, no matter what your beliefs are, or what you feel, or whatever. It's just, you know, I thank the Sanders companies for just being so involved in it and feeling it not robbery to let me speak on it and do it. It's people don't know what all goes into that toy drive. It's a lot go in it, but you know, you wasn't there this year. You say you rolled by. We had plenty of help, but DHR, we gotta say thank you to DHR because they were so happy to receive that stuff. And it lets me know they care about what they're doing.
That's correct.
They care about what they're doing, and that makes me feel good to know that and to know things. But when you talk about Trojan Detail, I see signs up say we buy old batteries, and do y'all pay cash for those batteries?
We pay cash money for the batteries. They bring them up, we pay cash. But we want the old battery, not a new battery, but we want the old battery. One that's not working, just laying around the house.
Yes.
We want the new battery.
Trying to clean up the environment, clean up the community. That's what the mayor said. He said that business would be good to help clean up the community. And everybody's always saying, well, he always saying something about the mayor. Well, when somebody's always doing good, you always got to say something about them.
That's right. That's good. That's right.
I've had several people last week. Sandra Brown, let me tell you this. Sandra Brown, I think you sent one of your guys to pick up her car. I think you was traveling. She was so excited. She said, oh, they did such a good job. So, you can tell you guys that Miss Sandra was happy. And everybody out there, Brandy Jordan, she was talking about how satisfied she was with her car and all. And man, they just thank you there. They appreciate what you do.
Right. I appreciate them and their business.
I understand. I often hear you say we just a small business, also. We just a small business.
We're just a small business. We keep trying to hang in there through all the pandemic and the ups and downs. We fight and stay in business. I was sick and you came to my aid. You were sick and I came to your aid. I think this is something that we might have to get used to. I don't know.
whether we will or won't. But you know what? Good people will always survive. The Bible speaks all the time about being humble. And as long as we stay humble to one another, we'll be fine.
Yeah, right. I'm glad God sent His Son, so we're able to make the mistakes He's forgiven for Him.
Son, I believe you've been reading somewhere. I got another question I want to ask you. If somebody I knew that was trying to move, if they was trying to move to another location, or maybe they had bought some furniture. You know, I bought a piece of furniture this week, and the guy, they was going to charge me $100. Come from Montgomery, Troy, and I told him, I said, well, I don't know about that. I said, I know some people might do a little better than that. But if somebody bought some furniture or something and needed it moved, your guys can handle that?
Oh, we can handle it, man. We can move furniture, not just in Troy, out of town. You let us come look at it. We'll give you a price, and we about going to be at about a price around.
Okay. Well, good deal. Good to talk to you. I'm glad the grandchildren had a good time, but I got to be nosing. Now, that little old bitty one, that last one, what'd you get her?
She got a Jeep.
Uh-oh.
She's like a Barbie doll. You can get in there and you can crank it up. But we also, she can drive it and move it, but we can control it. So sometimes she's doing too much, she don't really be doing it. There'll be someone else controlling it. But she be way easy to ride.
My son bought Bright a little police car, and they come in the yard with it. He had that thing up under his shirt. And my son had the control up under his shirt. He making that boy do all that. I said, that he can drive it like that. Boy, they had a fun with this old man. You know, I'm a little slow. I don't know about this technology. But when I went to coming down them steps, they had to turn themselves in. It was doing too much turning for his hands to be out waving. I said, wait a minute, something ain't right.
It was doing too much.
It was doing too much, you know, but I could see both his hands. Now, when I was standing in the door, I couldn't get everything together. They had me for a little while. But, you know, he got excited and went to waving, and it was still doing all that. I said, hold on, wait a minute.
Wait a minute, something ain't right.
Something ain't right. Well, Matt, good to talk to you, man. You stay safe. I tell everybody, Jehovah God stays with us to, next Saturday? We'll go into 2022, and I look forward to working with you and seeing you around in this community, man. You be careful.
Yeah, and from Chosen Detail, everybody, Happy New Year.
Thank you.
All right, have a blessed day.
All right. That's Matthew Jordan up there at Trojan Detail talking about what they got going on. I tell you what, we've got it going on right here. Now, drivers, I want to say this to you. I want to make sure you understand this. Remember, if you won in 2021, you're eligible to win in 2022 now. Slate is clean. Starting a new year, starting a new deal. I'm going to make sure all the dispatchers know that. Guys, I want to tell you, thank you. I can't thank the drivers enough. I could take this whole hour saying thank you to the drivers. I don't want to get into calling names, but man, we got some top trainers. Guys, you know who you are. I just don't want to get into calling names. I will next week when I come on, but I don't want to do it now because I can't call one of you guys' name and not call other. I know I called Tim Baker. That's just because he came by this morning. But thank you, drivers, for your bicycles. Oh my God, guys, y'all warm my heart. Thank you on behalf of Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Thank you for what you done. You didn't have to do it. I had drivers that came by when I wasn't there and left stuff. Oh my God, thank you. It don't cost you nothing to be nice. It don't cost you nothing to be nice. And I want to be nice about it and just say thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. If y'all will put up with me in 2022, I don't gonna show put up with y'all. And Truck Talk it's been here for 3 years. 3 years. And if I could go another 3 years, that'll about wind me up. And all I get is this. Yeah, I'll be getting close then. I don't think Justin can take me more than 3 more years. He's giving me the thumbs up. That's so ugly, Justin. That's so ugly. But you know, I've got to take this time here. They're going to like this. I want to thank Troy Cable for all they do for us at Sanders and all they do for me. I come in here sometimes and I'm in a hurry and I forgot stuff and Justin would fix me a cup of coffee and he's always willing to help. And I think last night at midnight they changed names. I don't want to get into that, but new ownership. But I want to say this. Thanks Troy Cable, because that's who I work with this year. Thank Justin. I thank Steve Camp. I think the president wife, Miss Pamela, she's always been nice to me. I thank everybody in this whole staff for coming out on short notice when we get new trucks. And let me say this to you. To be a part of something like this, I don't take lightly. I don't take this lightly. I don't take a company as big as my company. I'll take a little country boy like me and let me say a word or two. I don't take that lightly. So I thank Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Most of all, I thank my drivers. I'm sorry. I love everybody there, but my drivers is mine. That's mine. I call you my driver because you're mine. I got to take care of you. Anything belongs to you, you'll take care of. You belong to me in my heart. That's what I want to make sure you know, that drivers, you're in my heart. Or your families in my heart. If there's ever anything I can do for you guys, call me. Ladies too, call me. We got a lot of great lady drivers. I talked to one this morning that was headed out. I just went by the city. She's riding one of them old Dodges, one of them old fast cars. And you know, modern technology is just something. I just got to stop here and say this. She had some yellow writing on her tire. Well, her CB handle is Wildcat. And she had that put on her tire. Her daughter did it for her. And it looked at, it's yellow, and I forgot what the white letters was, but it's real thick. It's about that high. I just thought, boy, you can make some stuff now. You can make some stuff. I might get Hoss put on my tire. I got a little too many years on me for that, but thank you. Thank you everybody that watched the show in 2021, and I look forward to going into 2022 with you all. You remember, as we wrap it up, if you have a business and you're getting started, or if you have a business and you already started and you just want to come on and talk about your business, it's free. It's free to you. If you are getting something positive going on in the community and you want it to get out there, remember, it's free. All positive. We do nothing negative. Remember, at Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we put God and family first. Until, first time I've been able to say this, until 2022. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
Internet, phone, television, and security for your home or business. Most importantly, think of a hometown company connecting its community. Think fast. Think friendly. Think Troy Cable.
At Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, the only place you'll be stopping is at the bank. Wiley, some money, money, money. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Come drive for the best 2 days.